Let's talk about professional liability insurance and why it's so important. If you plan to start or are currently running a small business in your area of expertise, that's wonderful. However, unexpected challenges are bound to happen. But if you invest in professional liability insurance, a lot of that stress instantly goes away. So I'm going to walk you through what it is, what it covers, the cost, and why it's a valuable part of your small business strategy. Big thanks to Simply Business for sponsoring this video and making it easy to find the right coverage. First, what is professional liability insurance? To put it simply, it's your safety net if something goes wrong. Unlike general liability insurance, which covers the more common losses you'll face when running a business, like a customer slipping and falling in your building, professional liability focuses on the unique risks that arise from the services your business offers. Professional liability insurance is particularly crucial for businesses offering specialized services. The more you rely on your expertise, the more essential this coverage becomes. For instance, consultants, lawyers, real estate agents, and even graphic designers can all benefit from the protection it offers. Though those are all very different jobs, it might be difficult to picture exactly how this insurance can protect someone in a specific field. So I created my own example. Lisa here is a graphic designer who prides herself on delivering unique and innovative designs. She recently worked on a logo for a new boutique, but the client felt the design was too similar to another brand's logo. So yeah, Lisa is in a difficult position. But despite her best intentions, this misunderstanding led to a dispute. Fortunately, Lisa had professional liability insurance, which helped her resolve the situation without any major disruption to her business. Her insurance allowed her to maintain her reputation and keep her client relationships intact. The key takeaway from Lisa's experience is that professional liability insurance isn't about expecting the worst, it's about having the peace of mind to focus on what you do best, knowing that if something does go wrong, you're covered. Next, let's talk about what this insurance actually covers. Like I said, it's designed to protect you from a wide range of risks that come with providing professional services, particularly for businesses that offer specialized services where even a small mistake can have big implications. Common claims covered by professional liability insurance includes mistakes, bad advice, missed deadlines, breach of contract, copyright infringement, undelivered services, and defense costs, such as attorney fees. By understanding what's covered, you can better protect your business and ensure that you're prepared for unexpected situations to arise, like Thomas, the second example I've created. Let's say Thomas is a health and life insurance agent. One Friday afternoon, he meets with a new client, but for whatever reason, Thomas neglects to do a thorough needs assessment. Despite assuring the customer that their prescriptions will be covered, he ends up selling them a health policy that does not cover some very important medications. Now his client is faced with a dilemma: face extremely high out-of-pocket costs for their medicine or stop taking it. Obviously not happy with either choice, the customer contacts Thomas, who quickly realizes his mistake. So he goes ahead and files a claim on his professional liability policy. It's an unfortunate situation, but one that can happen in the service industry, including insurance agents. However, professional liability insurance was there to cover Thomas's mistake, which made all the difference. Thanks to it, he can confidently continue offering his best work, knowing he's prepared for any challenges that come. Finally, let's talk about the cost of professional liability insurance. When I was researching this, I was pleasantly surprised to find that it's more affordable than expected. Typically, you can expect to pay a small monthly expense, but how much that expense actually costs entirely depends on the policy and insurance provider you choose. Insurance providers determine the cost of your policy based on several factors, including the size of your business, your type of industry, annual revenue, geographic location, claims history, and the amount of coverage you want. For instance, an architect helping design large renovation projects will likely pay more than a website designer. However, regardless of your specific situation, the protection offered by professional liability insurance is invaluable. And to demonstrate that, I have yet another example. I love making these, let me have this. So this is Mark. He owns a design build firm and he invested in a professional liability insurance policy before starting his business. A restaurant in the same state has decided to add a location and hired Mark's company. During the prep work for the new build, some important local zoning laws were missed. Unfortunately for Mark and his client, this led to a significant delay on the construction and launch of the restaurant. Because of the increased cost of the construction and the lost revenue from the delayed opening, the client filed a lawsuit against Mark's company. However, the professional liability insurance that Mark invested in years ago provided the support he needed to resolve the situation, covering extremely expensive legal fees and helping to protect his business from further complications. Mark's story is a prime example of why professional liability insurance is a smart move. It's a strategic investment that allows you to focus on your work with confidence. You can push boundaries and offer innovative services, knowing that if things don't go as planned, your business is still protected. Again, no matter what type of small business professional you are, having this coverage ensures that your business is protected against any challenges. Professional liability insurance gives you the freedom to build a successful career without worrying about the what ifs. If you're ready to protect your business, visit Simply Business for a quick and easy quote. The link is in the description. Also, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more practical business insights. Thanks for watching and good luck.